Hi, this is Ken, K&S Brakes. We're here to look at another new product. One of the really cool things we get to do here is be the first sometimes to try out some new stuff. This is the company or our C6Z06. And you can see we had some DBA rotors and Hawk HP Plus pads. We were on this car for a while. They've been great. Just recently, we've got some new brake rotors from Giradisc, the two-piece rotors for this car. And they've been looking to make this for quite some time. There's a couple interesting things. We'll take a quick look at the rotor real quick before we put it on and install it. As always, these things out of the box look great. This is the first prototype here. And what you can see is there's no hardware. Let me get this out of the bag for you. So we can see the hardware here, you don't see it. The reason being is this is a parking brake drum, the center part of the disc, and that's required to maintain your parking brake, of course. We'll see more of that in a minute. So in order for this caliper and all this friction surface to be where it needs to be, this real estate here doesn't have room for their normal hardware arrangement. So they're using now this Tang style drive. It still has little bolts in there, but you basically sandwich the tabs on the rotor in there, and that gives you some more real estate so you can have the proper swept area for the brake pad, etc. And still fits in the packaging requirements, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and take the caliper off and remove the rotor, install the Giradisc rotor, and do a little driving test and see what we got. This is the easy button. We can pull the caliper off. Leave the pads intact. And leave this sucker hanging a bit. It's really going to be pretty quick. Now these have been off pretty recently, so it should slide off the parking brake pretty easily. Sometimes this inner parking brake little draw or shoe can get hung up on the idea of the rotor here if you've been driving the car for several years. I've found out that a good tap right about here will get that loose from the rear hub pretty easily. So we weighed the Giradisc rotor. We got a picture of that, but it's about a solid 2 pounds lighter. It's also a curved vane design. So let's go ahead and get this on the car. The vanes in a curved vane rotor flow backwards and the slots cut forward. That feels like it fits right. Hopefully we can get this right back over without any issues. Oh, there we go. All right. Got the caliper back on over the rotor with the brake pads in there. So you got the bolt started. Snug those down. So we'll get a torque wrench, tighten those up, put the wheel back on, and we'll go out for a drive and see how they work. Thank you.